What's up and welcome back to Rumor Has It Official. Let's get straight into talking about 90 Day Fiance. This is part 1, season 7, episode 9. And the title of this episode is I Don't Have a Choice. Happy New Year to all of my Rumor Has It Official besties. We've made it into another year. So that means a new year full of endless possibilities, prosperity, love, success, joy, happiness, and peace. I'm so excited going into this new year. I hope that you all are excited as well and also excited for what's to come on this channel. I hope that we continue to grow, continue to flourish on this channel, and also in our personal lives as well. So without further ado, because I'm really excited and so that I don't continue to keep on rambling, let's get straight into this recap. Let's start off with Anna and Marcel. So Marcel told his family about the kids, of course, and they told him that he can't marry Anna. Now, Anna is upset that Marcel is 38 and can't even stand up to his parents. Marcel can't and is not willing to stand up against his parents when it comes to all of this. Anna's mom comes over and Anna tells her mom that Marcel called off the wedding. Her mom believes that you should always put your kids first, and I agree. Her mom adds that Marcel knew what the deal was while he was in Turkey and should have told his parents before coming to the U.S. All Marcel can say is that his family is very aggressive. Now, one thing I don't like about this scene is the fact that they're having this grown-up conversation in front of the boys. Now, when the cameras interview her youngest, his name is Leo, he says that he feels sad for his mom and upset with Marcel because he feels that he doesn't have to listen to his parents, adding that Marcel should have told his parents that he's a grown-up and can manly do things. Now, I'm really wondering, did the producers feed him this? Did they tell him to say that? Because some things I feel like, okay, these kids are smart and the way they're able to talk, but it really makes me wonder, a little kid at his age, does he fully understand everything that's going on, why it's happening? So for him to say that, I'm like, okay, producers, if you're feeding these kids these lines to say, that's not good. I really feel like the kids should not be involved in adult and grown-up conversations. You know, it's a time and a place for all of that. And I'm just not with that because I feel like these kids are pretty much suffering a little bit. And that can be very damaging, you know? So moving on, Marcel feels that he has no choice but to go back to Turkey. Let's move on to Angela, AKA, no, I'm not gonna even say that. Let's just move on to Angela. I'm gonna be good in this new year, y'all. So Angela says that it's devastating to think that they won't be able to be together, but there's no time for a pity party. Angela drives to see her lawyer. And when she gets there, the lawyer reads over the documents and says that they're going to recommend a denial, but it's not an official denial yet. He gives Angela some options, which would be to appeal. And then at that point, they can provide more evidence, like the amount of time that they spend talking on the phone. Even if they go through with the appeal process, they would be adding on another 6 months to a year possibly. So Angela gets very upset and says that she's 54 years old and she works hard, adding that it's her tax-paying right and it's her right to bring him over to the U.S. if she can afford him. Now, I didn't like when she said that. Afford him? You're not buying him. He's not a slave. Let's move on. It's almost like Angela feels like she owns Michael. And I truly believe that's what she believes. That's how she sees it. She's put so much time in. She's paid for this and that. She wants to bring him over. She's expecting when he comes over for him to be a nanny and a nurse to her mother. She believes that she owns this man. And she's shown ways of the controlling behavior and not allowing this man to have a social life. She doesn't want him around his friends where people can talk some sense into him and tell him the truth. She wants to separate. That's a controlling person, separating you away from those who is going to give you good advice, knowledgeable advice, wisdom. She's taken that away so that way she's the only one that can whisper in his ear and manipulate him. So to me, Michael getting denied is the best thing that could have ever happened to him. And he better hope that this visa doesn't get approved. Angela says to her lawyer, if she and Michael got married in Nigeria, how long would it take for the spousal visa to be approved? And he responded, another year. He tells her that she has to be sure about this marriage. Angela keeps saying she can't afford this and that, but books flights to see Michael. Now, are the producers, are they paying for this stuff for her to go to Nigeria, Lagos, Nigeria? I'm not sure. And to me, it's like she's booking flights. She's paying for all of these things. She has a house full of people, of grandkids, and her mom that she has to take care of. And plus, on top of that, she's getting Botox, which is not cheap. So Angela says that she's going to see Michael, and her number one goal is to be with him so that they can figure this whole thing out. Comment down below and let me know your thoughts on Michael and Angela. Let's move on to Blake and Jasmine. So Jasmine says that Blake has been working a lot. So she's spending a lot of time with Blake's mom, adding that she doesn't want to get settled in because Blake is looking for a place for them and she wants to move out. Blake's mom walks in the room as Jasmine is folding clothes and doing whatever she's doing. And the mom invites Jasmine to come help her make dinner. Now, Jasmine doesn't seem to be too happy about this, too enthused, or she doesn't seem to want to help or even have that bonding time with her soon-to-be mother-in-law. She says that she eats clean and is a very healthy person. So once she gets to the kitchen, Blake's mother has Jasmine to take the tail off of the shrimp, and then she wants her to cut the onions. Blake's mom tells the camera crew, looking at Jasmine, she can tell that she's a bit of a diva and she needs to toughen up. Blake's mom then wants to know from Jasmine, she wants to know her plan, what she plans to do in the future as far as work. What is her plan? And Jasmine tells her that she hasn't really thought about working, but maybe she can get paid through social media posting. So moving on, while they're cooking, I don't know, Jasmine just comes off very rude and standoffish. Blake's mom offers for her to try the food, and she's like, no, I'll try it when it's all done. You know, she could have just tried some. Listen, you have a lot of mothers that aren't so open and accepting when their sons have girlfriends or they get serious with somebody. You have a lot of moms that don't like you from jump. So she should really be grateful and happy and thankful that your soon-to-be mother-in-law is opening up her kitchen. First of all, opening up her home. Jasmine is full of crap. I just don't like her personality. I think this is just really who she is. At first, I was like, well, maybe, some people are different. Maybe it just takes them time to warm up to people they don't know. But I feel like I go off vibes. If you treat me well and you're welcoming me and you're open, then guess what? That's how I'm going to be with you. If you're rude, you're mean, then I can see you being a little standoffish to somebody. If they've said bad things about you that you know about and they maybe don't know, then I can see that being the case. But this is not the case. They were very kind enough to open their home and allow her to stay there, because I don't understand why she just didn't go stay with her sister. What is the deal with all of that? But let's move on to Syngin. So Syngin goes to see Tania's sister and her husband to get out of the house a bit. Syngin wastes no time opening up to them, and he says that he loves Tania and wants to support her. He feels as though he doesn't want for much in this relationship. Now, it's clear that it's Tania who has the issues, okay? And issues with an S, not issue, but issues, okay? But it doesn't seem to be a shock to her sister and brother-in-law, as Syngin is expressing himself. Syngin inquires if Tania has ever cheated on any of her boyfriends. So this relationship is really making him insecure when it shouldn't be, because the smallest things that he's saying that he needs from her, she can't even meet that. So I understand why he is feeling insecure in the relationship. Her sister says that she knows her sister has been cheated on, but other than that, she doesn't know. Now, I wouldn't be surprised if Tania has cheated on boyfriends before. And I say boyfriends, adding an S, not just one boyfriend, because she seems like she gets around and hops around. She can't make her mind up, and this is just normal for her. Syngin says that he worries about Tania a lot because when she drinks a lot, she can come across as flirty. He asks if she sleeps with anyone else other than him. He's packing his bags and leaving. Now, while he's spending time with her family, he decides to call Tania, aka Sugar, with an E. And Tania doesn't answer. Let's move on to Robert and Anny. So Robert and Anny have 39 days to wed, and Robert says that he's still upset with Anny and has a lot he needs to figure out. But that can wait because he's going to the airport to pick up his sister Robin and says that they have a great relationship, Robin and Anny. His sister wants to know when she gets in the car when the wedding is. And Robert says he doesn't know, but has to think things through more. Anny says that she thinks Robin is nice and feels comfortable with her. She begins telling Robert's sister when they get back to the house. She tells Robert's sister all about the promises Robert's made her before coming to the U.S. and that he hasn't kept any of those promises. Robin tells her that it's going to take time and tells the camera crew she thinks that Anny's expectations are too high because Robert is a single father and has many other obligations outside of just being with Anny. At one point, Anny gets too comfortable with Robin, okay? And she's very loose with her mouth, telling her that she wants more bedroom time with Robert, even being detailed as to how often she wants it. Just like she hasn't known Robert long, she hasn't known his sister long enough. So I would not even feel comfortable talking about things like that with someone's sister. She's immature in some ways. She still needs to grow as a woman. I'm sure that's what that is too. But I just wouldn't feel comfortable talking about things like that. That's just my opinion, but you all comment down below and let me know, am I being a little too hard on Anny? So let's move on to Mike and Natalie. Mike gets up to go to the embassy early without Natalie, and this time I don't believe he's wearing his PJs, so that's good. We're starting off great. He wants to find out the status of their case because it's just taking too long. And I think with all of these issues that are arising and problems and the fight that they just recently had, it's making him a little bit more anxious to see what the outcome of all of this is going to be. So the cameras are never permitted inside of the embassy. But when Mike gets out, he says that they basically told him it's classified information and that they can't tell him or Natalie anything. The case still says pending. This makes Mike believe that something serious is holding up the visa. Now, later that night, Mike and Natalie go out for coffee, and Mike says to Natalie, "Is there anything that you're possibly not telling me?" This upsets Natalie. She starts to gaze at him very harshly with those eyes, okay? So Natalie tells him that he's being very harsh, adding on her side, everything is fine. Mike proceeds to say, "Is there anything you haven't told me? Did you lie about something on your background check? Did you apply for another visa with someone else?" Natalie's eyes are glossy and she just stares Michael down. Now, if I was her, I would be very upset. This is where I would get upset. It's okay for him to want to know, and he's wondering, what could hold it up, and he's just throwing things out there. Okay, that's fine. But if you say, "Have you ever applied for the visa before? Are you hiding something?" and I tell you no, and you continue to press me, I got a problem with that because are you hoping that the more you press me, I'm going to tell you something different? If I told you no, the answer is no. So that was very irritating for me to watch. Like, boy, she said no. She's not hiding anything from you. And if she is, it's all going to come to surface. It's going to come to the light eventually. Let's move on to Emily and Sasha. So it's just Betsy, Emily's sister, Sasha, and Emily's mom, Karen, because Emily and the baby are sleeping. Now, this makes Sasha a bit uncomfortable because Emily told Sasha that her family still doesn't trust him because of his past. Betsy takes this opportunity to question Sasha about his past and finds out that Sasha has a pattern which is getting these women pregnant and then getting married. Emily's mother tells the camera crew that she's not concerned with Sasha's past, but only how he treats her daughter and grandson. Betsy is making Sasha uncomfortable, but Oh, well, I don't feel bad for him one bit because I don't really trust him either. I think that he's going to end up leaving Emily as well. So I really need to hear your thoughts on 90 Day Fiance. This is part 1 of season 7, episode 9. Again, the title of this episode was I Don't Have a Choice. Comment down below letting me know all of your thoughts on this episode. Don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up for me. Share it with a friend who also loves watching 90 Day Fiance. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell so you'll be notified on the next time that I make an upload. And also, if you guys caught the little snippet or preview of 90 Day Fiance, I believe it's before the 90 days. So that's coming back. And I believe they said it's in February. If you are a 90 Day Fiance fan, you've already got it locked. So I am so excited because this one seems like it's going to be pretty good. Hopefully it's not boring to you all. Like you guys feel this season is very boring, but you continue to watch my videos and support me. So for that, I thank you so very much from the bottom of my heart. I truly appreciate all of you guys. I really do. I enjoy talking to you. I enjoy hearing your thoughts. I enjoy laughing with you because a lot of you have me laughing and smiling from ear to ear, but I won't keep rambling and talking your ears off. Again, Happy New Year to all of my Rumor Has It Official besties, and I will talk to you guys in the next video. Peace.